If someone had told me that at the age of 77 I would have to stay in a nursing home for 2 months, I would have laughed. I never thought I would need to go there, at least not at this time. But life has a way of surprising us, making us learn important lessons when we least expect it. At first I believed I was only going to the nursing home temporarily to rest and recover, but those 2 months changed the way I view life and the things I thought I understood clearly. There, I met many people, some who had been there for years, some still visited by their families, but many left all alone. This made me reflect deeply on how we live, about connection, and the choices we make in life. Some had found peace, but many felt regret. Through life stories and long nights of reflection, I realized that no matter our age, life is always full of challenges and lessons. One day, we will all grow old, and when that time comes, how will we live? Loneliness is the worst disease that old age brings. A nursing home may provide healthcare services, but the greatest challenge is not physical ailments, it is loneliness. There are people who have lived here without a single visitor for months, even years. Their children are busy, their friends have passed away, and no matter how caring the staff is, they can never replace the love of family. The most painful realization of old age is knowing that the world keeps moving without you. I wish I had spent more time building lasting relationships instead of just chasing work and money. Now I see that relationships are what truly make life meaningful. Health is the most precious thing that cannot be bought with money. I met a man who had owned luxurious properties, expensive cars, and traveled the world. But now, as his health deteriorates, he cannot eat on his own, cannot move without assistance, and all the wealth he had is of no use to him. Money can bring many comforts, but it cannot buy back health. If I could turn back time, I would take better care of my body, exercise regularly, eat healthily, and reduce stress. In the end, no matter how much wealth one accumulates, without health, life loses its joy. Material possessions eventually lose their significance. I once owned a house filled with furniture, clothes, and decorative items I had collected over the years. Now I live in a small room with only a few simple belongings, and I do not miss any of those things. What we spend our whole lives accumulating will one day become meaningless. What truly matters are the memories we create and the people we cherish. If I could go back, I would focus more on creating moments of joy rather than gathering material goods. Independence is a gift we take for granted until it is gone. Imagine a life where you make your own decisions, and then one day you need someone else to help you with the simplest things: dressing, eating, using the bathroom. That is the reality for many people in the nursing home. If you can still move freely, think clearly, and take care of yourself, do not take it for granted. Appreciate every moment of independence, because once it is lost, you will realize how valuable it truly is. Happiness comes from simple things. I met an 85-year-old woman who was always smiling, always cheerful. When I asked her about her secret to happiness, she said, "I don't think about what I've lost. I enjoy what I still have." That response changed my perspective. Happiness is not found in grand achievements or material wealth. It is in the little moments. A pleasant conversation, a warm cup of tea, the feeling of sunlight on your skin. When we stop searching for happiness in distant places, we realize it has always been with us, in the simplest of things. Forgiveness brings peace. During my time at the nursing home, I met many people who still carried grudges against their children, friends, even those who had already passed away. The ones who held on to bitterness were the ones who suffered the most. They were not punishing those who had wronged them. They were only making themselves miserable. One woman confided that she regretted never forgiving her sister while she was alive. Those words stayed with me. I now understand that when you hold on to pain, you are the one who suffers. Choosing to forgive is not about whether someone deserves it. It is about giving yourself peace. Letting go of anger and resentment is like setting down a heavy burden you have carried for years. If there is someone in your life you need to forgive, do it today. Not for them, but for yourself. When life ends, pride no longer matters, only peace does. Every day is a gift. One morning I woke up and heard that a resident had passed away in his sleep. The night before, he had shared dinner, laughed, and told stories. And then he was gone. That moment made me realize how fragile life is. No matter how careful we are, we never truly know what tomorrow will bring. We spend too much time worrying about things that never happen, regretting things that cannot be changed, and postponing happiness for a someday that never arrives. We often say, "One day I will do this," but that day never comes unless we make it happen. The greatest lesson I have learned is to live fully while I still can. Do not wait for the perfect moment to enjoy life. The perfect moment does not exist. Love without hesitation, create memories now, and cherish each day as if it were the last. Though I only spent 2 months in the nursing home, those days gave me a lifetime of wisdom. Life is not measured by the number of years we live, but by how we spend each moment. It is shaped not just by major events, but by the choices we make every single day. I met people who had no regrets because they lived fully, loved deeply, and found peace. But I also met those who wished they had lived differently, made other choices, taken different paths. Aging is not about how many years are left, but how we choose to live through them. I am no longer afraid of growing old, but I do fear wasting time. If you are hearing these words, I hope they remind you not to wait until it is too late to appreciate health, relationships, and purpose. Because when all you have left are memories, you will wish you had made more. Life is short. Live meaningfully, love freely, and never take a single day for granted.